Oh, it's a long story. Pretty much my father promised me a great reward, for all the great things I've done growing up. And
I can't believe you're doing this to your father.
And now I'm wondering, damn, does he even love this man?
Hello, in our today's video, we got son suing his own dad.
Benny Crespo versus Omar Crespo, I assume.
yes, Your Honor.
Do you know who Omar Crespo is?
I think so. Unfortunately.
And what's your relationship to this Crespo here?
He's my son.
Okay.
Sad to say.
Now, for the
Did the son said, I don't know.
you show that you're suing your father for $60,000 for emotional distress. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, Your Honor. That is
You
correct.
mind telling the court what happened?
Oh, it's a long story, but pretty much.
I need you to speak up just a little bit, sir.
Okay. Oh, it's a long story. Pretty much my father promised me a great reward, for all the great things I've done growing up. And, he always promised me if I did well in the classroom, well in sports, he'll reward me greatly. And, now that the time is here, I'm of age. He's not keeping his promise.
How old are you now, sir?
I just turned 21 December
21.
17th.
Okay.
And, my birthday and Christmas happen to be, kind of close together. So usually years in the past, I would get a gift for both my birthday and Christmas. But as of recent, he's got a pay raise. And, with that comes, greater rewards, as he's promised me. And, as for my birthday, 21, 21 is a big deal. And I asked for, a luxury car. A Lamborghini.
I'm sorry, you asked for what now? A luxury car?
Yeah, luxury car.
For your birthday?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are you talking about?
Anything from a Porsche, Lamborghini.
So he is
Ferrari.
asking his dad Lamborghini. In this
I
economy,
have standards.
and you are
At some
21-year-old.
point I have standards in life. And what he gifted me wasn't any of those. I got a basic electric vehicle, if you can call it that. It's not really a vehicle, I would say. First, you can't hear it. It has no motor, no engine. Two, you have to charge it. If I wanted to charge something, I could easily just charge my phone. And it's just.
If you wanted to charge something, you can just charge your phone.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't see why I have to charge my vehicle.
You charge
If
your car
I
to
can
maintain its
easily
power.
just
Yeah,
have something
that is why
better
you charge it.
that I can just put gas in and go. I don't have to sit around and wait to charge a vehicle. Doesn't make sense.
I'm curious, Mr. Benny. Where do you reside?
With my father.
You stay in his house.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Omar.
Your Honor, Judge Porter. Your Honor.
Please.
If I
Please explain this to me.
if I may, I can't believe you're doing this to your father.
I don't see the
Judge
problem.
Judge Porter, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This is by no way an extension of the way I brought him up, which I assure you was not what you're seeing. He is a transformed person. This is not my son.
I'm pretty sure that the standards that you instilled in him are kind of different from the standards he has now. But please explain to me what is going on. I'm trying to understand. Oh gosh.
Look the contrast here. The dad came to this country with $0 and no parents at the same age as Benny is now. While his dad was working for surviving, Benny is in court because his free calf needs plugged in. The entitlement is actually painful to watch.
Judge Porter, if I may, I like to say a few things about myself and my son, just so
Okay.
you can get a better understanding of things that are not on paper.
Please explain this.
I came to this country when I was 21 years old from Argentina.
Okay.
I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I came when I was 21, without anyone. Okay? My parents died when I was 7 in Argentina, and I had to stay with an aunt who was a very mean person. But, that's neither here nor there. She raised me, and I'm thankful for that. When I turned 21, I decided I wanted to come to the United States for a better life. And that's exactly what I did. And I have been working every single day of my life until
Look what this
today,
ungrateful son is
I
doing.
can't believe that you're bringing me to court.
Assuming because of his request that you can afford a luxury car.
Yes.
I'm not, you can afford,
yes, I can.
and you probably
Yes.
can afford a Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever he requested.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, but you have the financials that if you wanted to make that happen, you can make that
I
happen.
could probably
All right,
make
you
that.
had your chance, now it's his turn.
Son, excuse me.
Let me ask you this question. When you
on
came
this.
here from Argentina,
I did.
did you have that type of money?
I never had any money to my
So
name.
you didn't have the type of money to buy yourself a luxury car like that?
Absolutely not. I had to work for everything I have every day of my life. I had no parents. I didn't even have a family, for Christ's sake.
So you had to work to get to where you are now?
I think the dad should kick his son out of his house. Subscribe and like this channel for more content.
I've had to work every single day of my life since I was 7
Do
years
you have
old.
do you have a college degree?
I do not. I
You
am
do
not.
not.
I am not a college educated person. I am a self-taught man.
Okay. From a financial standpoint, would you consider yourself to be successful?
Well, that's a tough question, Mr. Porter. It's a tough question. I mean, I am, quote unquote, yes, you can call it a successful person, but I'm not a rich person. I'm not a wealthy man.
You're better off than most, I should say, rather.
I would say I'm middle class plus.
Middle class
If-
plus.
If you want to look,
Okay.
look at it that way.
And your son is suing you. And why did you decide to buy him a electrical vehicle instead of the car that he wanted?
Please
Well-
explain, please.
We've had this conversation already.
No,
but I'll-
tell me. I'm curious. I'm just curious.
Of course. So my wife and I originally wanted to buy him a what we call in the Spanish community a transportation, which is basically a cheap car with high miles, just to get him, from point A to point B, which is essentially all he needs. He's a college student. It's not like he's going to go party every day. He has to go to school. And then we decided, because he's been such an exceptionally gifted student, that we were going to buy him a nice car. So we got him an electric vehicle, which I consider to be, I don't know the way you guys look at it, but I consider an electric vehicle a luxury car. I got him
Now,
on it.
I don't
It's
know-
a $40,000 car.
Without getting into the make and model of the electric car that you purchased, what I do know that they are not cheap.
They're not.
And on average, they cost at least $50,000, $60,000 starting. Am I correct in saying that,
pretty
give or take?
At the very least, yes, sir.
That's pretty cheap.
That's not cheap.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
That's pretty cheap.
It's cheap?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because you don't know where money comes from.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's where...
Do you see what I have to deal with? Are you seeing what I'm dealing with?
Oh, I'm hearing every word of this. Yes, sir.
Man,
This is the final decision.
Like he said, you want to get a Ferrari, you work hard, you get drafted in the NBA, and you go out and you buy yourself a Ferrari. I wouldn't recommend doing that because there are a lot of guys who make it to the NBA, they get the money, and then next thing you know, 10 years from now, everything's gone. This man has successfully made it on his own. Follow his leadership.
Are you listening to the judge?
The experience that he has, he can give it to you. So even if when you graduate, if you don't make it into the league and you want to do your cyber security thing, this man has the education and the experience to help you grow. Hell, you could probably be bigger than he is. And then you could buy as many Ferraris as you like.
And you can buy me one too.
That would be nice.
no.
The case has been dismissed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Have a nice day.